It's almost over. The Canada Post strike is almost over. There may be a few people who are still on the picket lines, but the government of Canada, that's the Labour Minister, he has announced that he is going to be asking the Canadian Industrial Relations Board to force Canada Post back to work. So, I know it sounds kind of bad. I think that the union is basically saying that, this infringes on their rights. But like, they're bringing down the country, honestly, and I'm not even joking. Think of all the passports, thousands of people who don't have vital documents because they're stuck in the mail, and you can't send them any other way because remember, the couriers are still backed up. They can't work properly. They had to stop their accepting mail from United States to Canada. um, you know so all those people who have permanent residence, like application forms or things that they've filled out that they can't get back. Can you imagine? I can't imagine. Like, I'm waiting for my passport. I'm waiting to be able to send it away because I don't want it to be stuck in limbo with, hundreds of thousands of other items of mail. So thank goodness. I almost thought that, there would be no Christmas. So, yeah, really, really frustrating. In Canada, the Canada Post strike has been happening since like November 15th, I think. So everybody was kind of like stressed that, this would ruin Christmas. You don't get to contact your family, don't get to send Christmas cards or anything like that because no Canada Post. So I guess they've got to come up with some backup plans in the future for passports and stuff. But yeah, can you imagine all those people that live in remote areas in Canada where the only way to get information in is through the mail? Oh my gosh. So, like I said, the government of Canada is basically going to work to force those people back to work. And I think it was just yesterday that they settled, the union and Canada Post settled their dispute when, like, Canada Post was actually laying off a whole bunch of workers. So I think that they're going to try to do something like that, like Canada Post. The business is going to try to continue to lay off those people. That's what I think is going to happen. I'm not saying it is going to happen, but I suspect that's what's going to happen. And they're just going to go on a hiring spree or something like that. Because you have to remember, Canada Post has been losing money for years. And they can't really fulfill all of the demands of the union. It's pretty obvious to a lot of people that. Anyhow, so they have until May, I think. I think they said May 22nd to come up with a new agreement. So, yeah, I don't think they're going to have this backlog cleared just yet, and I think there'll still be a few people on the picket lines, but it's great news to hear that the government is stepping in. This guy is the hero of the day. The government is stepping in and forcing them back to work. What do you think about this situation?